Yeah, it's fine. Do whatever you want.
Oh, is it?
There really is no indication.
Because I can click go. Sorry, I'll show you.
He just hits a button.
I need like a very obvious like go.
3, 2, you're on.
Go ahead, Rose. It just started now.
Did it really?
No, it just
See?
It's the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Rose.
Okay, that's it. That's it for this week. Thanks for coming, guys. Katie's in her Tanner sits. Tanner sits exactly like that.
Oh, really?
So you know, Aaron? Isn't that exactly how Tanner sits?
Yeah.
Like 100% exactly how Tanner sits.
Well, I guess we're just one and the same.
Katie, if you guys remember, was on like 10 episodes ago.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And I went off about Spencer. And then the next day I had a conversation with Spencer. And I'd like to publicly apologize to Spencer
Does
for anything
Spencer
I
know
said.
that you called him out?
I don't think so. But if he does, I hope he listens to this one too. And
I don't think he listens.
I don't think he does.
If he listens to the first one, I'll just send him this one.
Yeah. And he'll be forever thinking like, oh, what was...
And
Well,
Rose
he
was
doesn't know
there
who
during the
Spencer
Spencer incidents, is that correct?
I think you were.
No, I don't think I was.
Alright, just to recap, what do you hate about Spencer? Go ahead.
I don't.
Well, she doesn't
anymore.
hate him anymore, so...
There was just a lot of bad things all at once, and I'm really bad about holding grudges. So then for like the next 2 weeks, I was like, fuck Spencer, just constantly. So yeah,
Well, not like
but
that,
over-
but
not
yeah.
not like that,
Yeah.
but like no,
Maybe, though.
no,
No.
thanks.
No.
Grudge.
Now you really want him to listen to this?
But anyway, you guys have just, I'm assuming you're still hungover from Chandler's concert a couple days ago, is that correct?
Oh yeah, it was like 2 days ago. It was
Yeah,
pretty good.
you're still getting over that.
Yeah, it was a wild
It's been the talk of the town.
I've heard great things. I unfortunately could not attend.
Oh,
but
well,
Were you
yeah,
just
me
at
either.
home?
Yes, perhaps.
Could not attend
I
because you
was
were watching
somewhere else,
TV.
to be fair.
I
And I've been the
was.
one who's talking about this.
No, there was like it was two
Yeah, that's too...
different groups, and there were like a significant amount of people for the first group, and because they like one of their like the bassists had a lot of friends, I guess, who like actually showed up, but then they all left when Chandler's band went on, so it was like half the people. At least I think so. I was like towards the front for that. Carl showed up for like 3 or 4 songs, and then he left.
Well, he's got plans.
Yeah, he's got
He's a
stuff to
busy
do.
guy.
He's Carl.
Yeah.
I think I saw him playing board games here when I got back from my thing later. That night.
Checks out. I believe it.
I think that was just what he was doing.
Probably. He like swung over from volleyball, I think, because he was still in his polo.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
We won apparently, which I don't. I think that was
Against
supposed to be a
Notre
tough
Dame.
game. I don't know.
No, I think Notre Dame's today, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
is it?
okay. I think Notre Dame's
I knew
supposed to
that
be
was
the tough
this
one.
weekend. Yeah.
There's 2 this weekend. There's one
Yeah.
Friday and there's
Yeah,
one
it was
today, right
Clemson
now.
and Notre Dame.
Right
I didn't
now.
know which one's which. But I think. Why is there another ant on me?
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's not an ant. It's a fuzzy.
Yeah.
I had an ant on me earlier.
Don't bring ants into the place.
What? Why not? They're friends.
Anyway,
Ants are not
Rose is very busy today.
Yeah.
We've been really moving around this podcast.
Listen, I tried my best.
Rose is
I had to
special.
eat lunch. It's been a rough time.
Well, I'm just eating after this, so I just pushed my lunch back.
Well, what if this podcast goes like 5 hours long? That's gonna be a late
It's gonna
lunch.
go 5 hours.
No,
long.
I doubt that, but
It'll just be dinner.
it would just be dinner.
We'll
Yeah,
order in lunch. If it goes 5 hours, I will order food for the guests.
that's classy.
Let's keep
good.
going. Let's
Yeah, let's
Just
speed
see-
this
yeah.
along.
Do you know how much number to be?
Oh, you know, a little bit, but it's
Just to
fine.
go home and do nothing, right?
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
like
more
Chandler's
that.
concert.
Yeah, for
More
sure.
Sims.
More Sims, yeah. I did just download the new Sims expansion pack. Dropped $31 on it, so not a great financial decision.
Which one is that?
Discover University, so I can avoid my classes while sending my Sims to their classes. It's delightful. I love it.
You're a sadist.
Yeah. You know.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. I'm
yeah.
sorry, I didn't know what to do that. Okay. I had an extra paper towel. Okay, so you guys have any other big plans this weekend? I mean, it's already almost over.
It's already Sunday, yeah.
It's
It's
already
not.
Sunday.
Puzzle Night Part 2.
Oh, it's
Oh,
true.
yeah, well,
do you
go
wanna
ahead.
promo that a little bit, Katie?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be a little
Now,
late.
keep in mind, this podcast comes out in about a month, maybe a little more than a month.
Cool.
Yeah,
So,
so
if you're
it's a little
listening to
late.
this.
This comes out. This will come out, I think, in like the middle of December.
Nice.
So
Cool.
The thing with Puzzle Night was
I'll
that.
recap Puzzle Night Part 2 that has already happened.
Part
In the
1,
pa- in
yeah.
the, in, no, because by the time this comes
oh,
out,
right, yeah.
this is the future past.
Yeah,
Well,
gotcha.
Before Puzzle Night Part 2 happened was Puzzle Night Part 1. And that was originally supposed to happen in, like, Dan, Chandler, and Josh's apartment because they don't use their living room. But then I was like, we have, like, more decorations in my apartment and I'm a better host. So we had it in my apartment instead while my roommates were all gone doing TBS stuff. And then we didn't finish the puzzle because they bought a 2,000-piece puzzle.
It was very ambitious.
It was very ambitious. So
I
we
mean,
didn't
1,000
finish
is
it.
a lot.
Yeah. It
2,000?
says, like, expert on the side. Like,
And this is like Chandler and
Yeah,
Dan.
we are
right?
not
No,
puzzle
it-
experts.
Chandler and Josh, we went to Target one night, and they just bought the biggest puzzle that they could find. And they were like, we're gonna have a puzzle night. This all started because it's surround sounds. There was a puzzle in the lobby, and when we were waiting...
Like
we-
a 50-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
I think it was about a 500-piece puzzle.
Yeah, it was definitely, like, sizable.
Yeah,
But it was maybe a quarter the size of the one that's in our living room right
so
now.
500.
The math checks out.
Yeah. And we did that, and we did like a lot of it while we were waiting for surround sounds, which wasn't a lot of time, and we were like, we should do another puzzle, and so that's why this whole thing started. So we didn't finish the puzzle. My roommates were kind of mad about there being a puzzle on our floor.
But
And
this
so,
is just 2 other roommates. Like, you're saying this, but Rose is also there.
I was not at Puzzle Night, but I also was not a Puzzle Night hater, you know? So
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It
Rose
was-
is not there, but Rose is a contributor to the roommate.
yeah, I am another
Discussion,
roommate in this
yes.
apartment.
we just,
yes.
I also wasn't crazy about leaving a puzzle on my floor for like a week.
Well, you swept it under the rug, did you not?
Yeah. So we just we took the rug that had been there originally that we'd lifted off to put the puzzle there, and we just put the rug on top of the puzzle, and you would not know.
It was a very elegant session, I must say. There's no trace of that puzzle.
But then, so we were like, we should have another puzzle night, but we hadn't really talked about it, and no one had set a date. And then Dan, in the trumpet chat, when
So
should we...
impromptu. Yeah, he did not talk to you.
He did not talk to me about this.
There was no discussion.
He said, when should we have Puzzle Night Part 2? Saturday or Sunday?
Or some other time, yeah.
And it has to happen in my apartment, because that is where, like, the 8th completed puzzle is. And, like, we're not going to pick it up and move it. That would be, like, starting from scratch. We don't want to do that. So, obviously, it has to happen again in my apartment. And so Dan is offering up my apartment for Saturday, Sunday, or some other random time without, like, consulting me and seeing
Or
if
the
that's
rest of the
okay.
roommates.
Or any of the other roommates, yeah.
Yeah.
And might I add, it is hate week, and so all these messages, full caps, we are screaming at each other. There is no civilization whatsoever.
And someone was like, where is Puzzle Night Part 2 gonna be? And then Josh was like, same place as last time. And Rose was like, I think not.
Not in my apartment.
And then I felt the the uppercase was too aggressive. So I, in all lowercase, said, it can't happen on Saturday.
But then
Thanks
the
for
news yells
checking
at you
in."
for not using all caps.
We can't hear you, Katie. Speak
Aren't
up.
you supposed to glue puzzles together?
Glue puzzles together?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, like you
Says
usually have
who?
this board on the bottom, and that's where you
We didn't think of that, and we don't have a place to put this glued completed puzzle.
Or a
I've
board.
never heard of that in my life, that you would glue a puzzle.
Yeah, you
You can if it's a permanent thing.
yeah.
Why
and
would
then
you
like,
want it to
frame
be a permanent thing?
Well, that's the thing.
Because
If
it's
you
a
want-
picture.
Well, just buy a picture. It's meant to be put together. That's the fun of it. If you glue
But
it
then you
together,
can like
it's just
prove
stuck
that you
like
made
that.
this 2,000-piece puzzle.
I mean, I
You know,
guess.
you can get the puzzle twice.
No.
Exactly.
Maybe.
And
I
we
don't
can
know.
donate the puzzle after, you know?
The glued together
No!
puzzle.
If we don't glue it together, we can donate that, and then,
Right.
like,
So what are the pros of gluing it together?
to prove that you did it.
Look, I could definitely see
And you can move it and not have puzzle night in your place.
Alright,
In-
that's compelling.
in
I
like
must
30
say.
years, Dan, Chandler, and Josh are gonna get together. They're gonna want to do the same puzzle again, Put
Yeah.
it in the same
like
chat.
the old days.
Guys, when can we have it at Rose's place?
Oh yeah. My house.
Yeah, it'll be your house.
Like living in San Francisco or something,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's go to Rose's place,
Yeah.
build a puzzle," without asking her. We'll just show up.
Show up. It's on Saturday, right, guys? Puzzle on Saturday in San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, with the big puzzle.
And then they don't finish it, and then they leave it on your floor, and then they come back the next weekend.
They fly in, yeah.
Yeah.
Roses, they send Rose like an invoice for the flights.
Just like, oh wow.
Guess I gotta pay for those.
I mean, it's puzzle night. What am I supposed to do? Just let them, pay for their own flights? Of course not.
Is that it? That's it with puzzle night?
that's about puzzle night.
But
yeah.
anyway, yes, puzzle night part 2
It's happening
this
tonight.
afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, it
Until-
really is.
Yeah, until my roommates come back from TBS stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel bad.
So when they do come back, does everyone have to, like, are you gonna have like a lookout and everyone has to
Yeah.
scram before they
I'm
get back?
just gonna have my roommates text me when they're on their way back. But basically, everyone,
I want like
Yeah, we're gonna
Josh
save it.
peeking
Yeah.
around the corner of the apartment, like with binoculars or something.
like a little like mirror, like
Oh yeah.
Periscope.
He sets up
Yeah, that's the word,
he sets up a
periscope.
little thing. I want Josh to do that.
I think he'd be great for that job.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
yeah.
he could do it.
You just be like, hey guys, it's Josh.
Yeah.
Why isn't Josh on this?
I think I've asked Josh. He finds me intimidating, so yeah. We don't-
Why?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
that's obvious. Exactly. He also finds Ariana intimidating.
Yeah, it doesn't really say much.
No, he thinks she's more intimidating than I am.
How?
Exactly.
This is a public call out
So
of Josh.
I think I definitely asked Josh to come on, but he's asked to come on himself.
Oh,
Then I say
yes.
like, yeah, he's always like, hey, I want to go because like Jan and Chandler come on all the time.
Yeah.
obviously. And I think I asked Josh like, hey, can you do this? And he's like, oh, I don't actually want to come on.
He just likes the idea of
He
it.
just likes the idea of coming on.
I must say I'm pretty honored that this is my first time on the podcast. It's kind of cool.
Well, Katie loved it so much she came back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also, she
came
wasn't
back
doing
from-
anything. She's other than planning puzzle night.
basically, yeah. I need
Which
to
is a responsibility. It's a
I
big
need to
responsibility.
pull up the carpet and put together anything that's gotten wrecked by our table sliding back
No,
and
you
forth.
Well,
don't.
it didn't seem like that many people were gonna come. I only saw like 2 people that said they were going.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's
Blame
sad.
her.
I guess I'll just
And like
make
one of
a
them was
puzzle by
Chandler.
myself
It doesn't
then.
really count.
I'll just make a puzzle by myself
It's
then.
just gonna
How
be.
be sometimes.
It's probably because I asked last night, so it is poor planning on my part. I probably should have
Yeah.
announced it
It's
as
a-
soon as Dan asked.
100%. Okay, so there's only 3 people that say they're going: Dan, Katie,
And Chandler.
and Olivia.
Nice.
Not even Chandler.
Chandler's not coming.
Chandler's gonna skip.
Yeah,
No,
Richard.
Chandler's rehearsal until like 4 or something, so he's gonna be late.
Richard's not going. Emily's not going. Mewtwo's not going. So yeah,
Oh, big sad.
sorry.
It's alright. I'll just make a puzzle by myself. It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, you and Olivia.
Nope. It'll just be me.
And,
It's just me.
Your cancel puzzle night
Damn.
part 2? After all of that?
I really should have like said something about it as soon as Dan asked, but I was like kind of mad. Also,
or
I was
maybe
in the
like
middle
plan it
of.
for next weekend or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we can just keep having puzzle.
Well, next
nights.
weekend's gonna be busy with the UGA game.
No, but after band banquet, they could do it like Sunday night,
Yeah.
like an after party to band banquet.
The lunch banquet.
Well, down now. It's
Why is it a lunch? might
It's
I
a lunch
ask?
banquet
Like-
because
Wait,
there's
whoa,
a
breaking
spirit
news
band
here, guys! It's
gig
inside source.
in the afternoon.
Oh.
A
Yeah.
big scoop, Katie. You just dug out.
Yeah, you really did.
Oh, I thought y'all
Some
were.
Rose, do you have
Juicy.
any other scoops that you'd
No,
like
it's
to?
equally expensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any other scoops you'd like to break?
From Band Club?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
Hmm.
It's,
So-
keep in mind also this is a month out later, so
Alright, well, if
It
it's
won't
going
matter.
out in a
yeah,
month
it
and a
won't
half,
matter anyway.
we're doing good, you know?
That's it.
This is good, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
like your position in Band Club, Rose?
Yeah. No, I complain about it a lot because I just hate having responsibility, but in
Why do
reality,
you keep putting yourself in places of
gonna say,
responsibility?
yeah.
because how am I supposed to get validation otherwise, you know? I just like I really need the, like, ego boost if I do something good, you know? I need, like, a lot of people to know about it.
I
But,
feel like Katie gives you a slight giggle when you do something good. Isn't that
Oh,
that
yeah,
validation
she does.
enough?
She's very supportive.
My roommates tend to call themselves like dumb or stupid while they're
A
doing
lot.
homework.
Because
And-
I am stupid.
No, you're not. And
This is how every night in our apartment goes.
This is Rose like doing homework like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I should just drop out. Actually,
Yes,
Literally,
and
yes.
then I'm like, no, you're not an idiot, and if you drop out, I'll miss you.
My solution to everything is dropping out and moving to California.
Who's helping with puzzle night anyway?
Yeah, so if you guys you're like, where's Rose? I've probably dropped out. That's the moral of the story. Because I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
This is how every night in the apartment.
Yeah, this is a live live
Demonstration.
reenactment.
of every night in the apartment when people are doing homework. I just yell at them to appreciate themselves.
And then we're like, okay.
When do you do homework then, Katie?
It gets done, you know.
I'm also doing homework. That's why we're all in the same room.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys all do it together? Are you all the same major? Or
No,
God,
no.
no.
We just all sit in the same room
you just
doing.
happen to be all doing the homework at the same time?
You were just
Yeah.
all doing different
Different
homework
homework.
together that we
At the
can
same
complain
time.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe, for sure.
So you have to complain because the other people don't even know what homework is.
Exactly. And if I complain to my parents, they're like, why don't you go to office hours? I'm like, I don't want to go to office hours, I just want to complain.
I hate when parents do that.
I love my parents and they're looking out for what's best for me, but
But like,
sometimes you
if
just gotta
I
complain.
want to complain and be like, I didn't do well on this, and then they're like, well, did you do this? Well, did you go to the office hours? Well, did you study? I was like, Mom, I just want to be sad. Just let me be sad. You know?
It's how it be sometimes, yeah.
But instead, we just tell our friends that we're sad because they
Yeah.
get it. They
Everyone
get
at the school gets it, you know, sometimes it's just how it be.
it. My mom at some point was telling me that, like, oh, you need to, like, keep your GPA at this, blah, 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 blah. She went to a business school, like, 30 years ago. Like, Mom, keep it to yourself. Like, text a little harder than your business school
Just a
30
bit.
years ago. But maybe that's disrespectful. I love you, Mom.
If you're listening.
Does you send the podcast?
No.
You should.
No.
No?
No. Blake sends it to his parents.
That's cute.
Aw, that is cute. Wow.
He seemed very pure.
Yeah, well. Anyway,
Anyway,
Oh.
moving on.
it's a band banquet.
Band banquet. It's gonna be a lunch banquet. All your favorite, you know,
The same food
Sodexo dining
No, it's not Sodexo.
or whatever. Yeah, Aramark, I guess.
So it
now.
has it's different food this time, technically.
It might be. Yeah.
Is
I'm
it
not sure
so
if.
it's always the Italian feast or whatever.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be the same thing?
I would say yes.
Why don't they try doing something different?
Well, the thing is,
Everybody
because
likes
it's held,
Italian.
everyone likes Italian food, and because it's held in the student center, we have to get it catered by Georgia Tech
Yes, but
Catering.
there's other options.
There are other
there's
options,
different
just none of
themes.
them are as good.
There's
you
different
know?
themes.
There's different themes, but like, I don't know. For
Well, I
like,
guess you guys have only done it once. When you do it
yeah,
4 times.
you know, yeah. Normally,
Like,
like,
I know exactly what food it's gonna be.
see, the lunch banquet is an uncharted territory for us. It's very new and
Isn't
exciting.
it the same thing, but just pushed forward a few hours?
Well, yeah, but like,
Oh.
here's the thing: if you're eating dinner, like the Italian feast or whatever, it's a very like dinner appropriate kind of meal, you know.
Mhm.
But like for lunch, you could have tacos. You know, I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying that like.
Are you leaking that there's gonna be tacos?
They're
at
gonna
the-
No,
Tacos?
it's quite the opposite. Where it's probably going to be the Italian feast.
How do you
once
not know
again.
what the food is? You have to.
That's not my job.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because you have to order like a week in advance.
Well, you have to order it, but like like whatever you order, you can order it at the same time. So I mean, I'm sure you know a decision has been made, but I don't know.
So what is your role?
My role, I'm the secretary treasurer of band club. It's
And
very
you just-
exciting.
You just have to make sure that the money's accounted.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Katie has not paid her band dues. Is that what?
Katie absolutely has not paid her band dues.
Wait, really?
I don't know. If you're not sure, you can just pay them to me just to be safe, and I'll
Yeah.
hold on to it.
Anyone
for you.
else? If you haven't sure, even if you're in a band, just Venmo Rose. Rose was your
Yeah,
name?
yeah, it's at Rose K. Lacey, Venmo. Or if you want to hit the GT Band Club, it would be at GT Band Club.
Yeah, just send money there in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
You paid
Dues
your
are
band dues.
$30 if you're in band and $500 paid directly to me if you're not in band.
If you're not
So
in
if you're
Got it.
listening and you're just wanting to join band club, there's a way.
There you
Is
go.
it really $500 if you're not on the band? Because we pay
It's-
like marching band dues,
It's
right?
infinite
No, you
dollars
don't
if you're
pay
not in the
marching
band
band
because you
dues.
can't
Don't
join.
pay something.
You pay an instrument rental fee.
Yeah, and you
I
pay
feel like
for
I
your
paid like
uniform.
$350.
Well, that's
Last
for your
year.
uniform pieces because you're a freshman.
Oh,
This
your
year
phone
you should
holder and all
not have
that.
paid. You should have only paid for the instrument.
I feel like I probably only paid for
Maybe like Josh
Like
Garrett
it
tricked you
scams.
into paying extra money to him.
Josh Garrett, where's my
He looked at you and he's like, your band dues will be $200 this year.
He was like, I
He
guess
slides,
so.
he
All
slides
right.
that $15 across to the instrument rental fee. Who knows what happens to the rest, you know?
$185 straight to Josh Garrett's pocket.
Yeah.
Josh Garrett laughs at me when he hears me playing poorly.
Really, is it that noticeable?
when he's
he walks
walking
by.
down the line of trumpets when we're supposed to be playing the national anthem and I'm not playing anything, he steps back towards me, looks me in the eye, and just starts laughing.
Oh yeah. My favorite thing is, not to put you on the spot, Katie, but sometimes Katie just comes
Here
in
we
like
go.
a beat later than everyone else, or a beat earlier, and then like Chip cuts the note and he's like, trumpets, what do you came in a little early? And we're all just
It's
like,
always
I
Katie.
wonder who it was.
It was me.
Whoa.
Why don't you just do better?
I'm
don't you do
trying
that,
my best.
Katie is amazing.
You don't know the
Thanks.
national anthem?
Oh, not on trumpet.
It's the same.
No, it's not.
It's not,
It's
but
not. I just never, like, we didn't spend a lot of time learning, like, the things that everybody knows, right? So we don't spend a lot of time learning, like, Up with the White and Gold and Grambling and, like,
Well,
the alma
well, you
mater
just
and the
play
national
them so
anthem.
many times.
You play them so many times, but you don't play the national anthem and the alma mater very often. Because, like, we will run
yeah,
pregame.
but I feel like
but
you
we'll
could
just be
just
like, oh,
practice it for like 20 minutes one day on like a Saturday morning.
I
and you could
totally
figure it out.
could, but like I feel like every time I'm like, man, I could practice trumpet right now. We've just played the horse.
Really?
what? Really?
You only want to
I only
After
want
a
to
game?
I will say, like,
after we've played the horse.
being told I'm not allowed to play my trumpet is the only time I ever really, really want to play my trumpet. You know, it's just like, it's forbidden. You know, you have to do it.
that's basically what it is.
But it's
Yeah,
not
but I
worth
feel like,
the...
Katie, you've also had a year of doing this. Like,
Correct.
by now you should. This isn't like your first
But
month.
I never took the time to learn it the first year or this
And
year.
you're saying it's too far gone.
It's too
it,
late
it
now.
really
You've just learned all the, like, accidental wrong notes, and you just play it, and you're like, it's not right, but it's the
it's
same.
fine.
Well,
So-
it's not like a song like Ramblin' where I can just like try different notes and see if they work because it's the national anthem and like everybody knows what all the parts are supposed to sound like. And if I'm like standing behind Jonathan just blasting wrong notes, he's gonna turn around and be Katie, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god.
So I just don't.
You could bring the music.
I don't want to march all of pregame with the music for one song.
Plus,
on,
it's
use,
a
like-
dead giveaway that you don't know what's going on when you should, you know?
Yeah, I don't want Chip to know.
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
Chip would judge you hard.
Okay. This Chip does listen to the podcast. He's an avid subscriber.
I don't
believe
believe
it.
that.
I bet if I send it to him, he will listen. He watched my my YouTube videos.
You have YouTube videos?
I have YouTube videos and some of the
Yeah, the
dance
vlogs.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You were on one.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Katie.
When I broke the toilet.
Yeah, well, I think Chris Morris on that one.
I don't even know what happened.
You didn't break the toilet, you just didn't know how toilets work.
I pressed the button. Nothing happened. I kept pressing the button.
Probably
And
have to
nothing,
hold it longer.
I think I did hold it and nothing happened. And I was like, well. And then I messaged Josh Garrett and he like looked at me from the front of the bus like so judgmental.
In the
Josh
same
Garrett
way
is
he
so
looks at you. I
judgmental.
was like,
He-
does he give you the same look every
Yes.
time? Okay.
The
No
other
matter what
day-
happens, you ask Josh. Just anything and it's the same look.
The other day we were tuning, and he'll come down the line of trumpets with like his like what an iPad,
Tablet,
whatever.
yeah.
He'll come down with like a tuner, and he'll like tell us to tune. And we were tuning, I think, to like 438, and I was still flat. I think I just got into rehearsal too, like, and we were just about to tune because I come late from class. And my slide was all the way in already. And Josh was like, yeah, you're about 10 cents flat. And I like turned the trumpet so he could see the slide. And he just started laughing at me. And he was like, try playing with a little more air. Because there was just nothing I could do.
Yeah. There was one time we were doing one of the warm-ups, and for whatever reason, I was just not in it, and, like, my marking time was not even close to correct. I was, like, on, like, upbeats and stuff, and on the wrong foot. It was a complete mess. And he just, like, looks over at me, looks down at my feet, looks up at me again, looks down at my feet again, and I just start laughing at that point, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best.
Another time we were playing some song where we do like the infinity with our trumpets
Oh,
while
yeah.
we're like doing like longer notes.
Classic.
And I enjoy like moving my trumpet around, so I like really get into like moving it back and forth. And Josh Garrett kind of said to the thirds in general, like, I can tell a lot of you are late because your trumpets are out of time. Except for Katie, because Katie is so obviously in time and so exaggerated with it. I was like, yes, I got praise from Josh Garrett.
That really is like the peak human form, is just Josh Garrett praising you for doing anything. You can't go up from there.
Oh, guys, he didn't always used to be like this. Don't worry.
What do you mean?
No, he was just a scared. He's the same year as I am, so I've known him for
Old.
for 5 years now. Well,
Wow.
he did not know what was going on his freshman year. He was very deer in the headlights.
But
Wow.
when did he do drum corps and stuff?
The year after that,
Oh, okay.
and that's when he became sectional leader, his second year.
Got it.
Wow.
Got it.
But yeah, very deer in the headlights. I remember when we went dwarfing. We went dwarfing together. We were sitting in the back.
Yeah.
We were both like, completely lost. Don't know what was going on. I think that was the first time we'd ever spoken.
He never,
Yeah.
like, ever?
Yeah, I mean that was like the Thursday of band camp, so it had been
Still
like a few
early.
days.
Yeah.
Like, you
I mean, I
got,
think
like,
I knew who
18
he. I
days
knew
of
who
your
he.
life?
I knew who he
I mean,
was.
18 years of your life, neither of you had spoken?
What? No, I've only known him since band. What?
That's funny.
I'm
Katie's
making a
trying
really
to
shitty joke.
It's not funny
I know,
Yeah.
that's why it's shitty.
worth a shot though.
because most people don't know anything. So it's anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think I knew who he was, but that was the first time we had.
wow. I can only
So-
imagine Josh Garrett as like section leader, staff ass kind of
Yeah.
role. Can't
Yeah.
imagine him not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was a long time ago, obviously.
Obviously,
It's a generation ago.
years and years ago.
A generation ago. All right, do you guys want to play the game?
Oh,
What is the game? I've heard like very vaguely.
Katie?
Yeah.
What's the game?
I told her on the way over here.
Yeah,
It's
but I
called-
feel
what
like I
did you
need
tell
a
her?
new explanation.
It's called this or that.
Nope.
It's not the name.
This or this.
Nope. That's stupid.
That or that.
Nope. Neither of those words is the title.
She's put in effort. I respect it.
It's called Questions and Answers.
Questions or answers?
Questions
Um,
or answers, yeah.
It's called Questions and Answers.
Nope.
And Daniel's gonna pose a question with like two options.
Or it could
Or
be yes or
it
no.
can be yes or no. But
Those
those
would be
those
two
are two
options,
options.
yeah.
The point is, like, it's you know,
It's a
don't
rapid
think too
fire.
hard.
Okay.
Kind of question, but it's always open to interpretation.
Okay.
Say whatever
So-
you want, there's no wrong answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no-
Some wrong answers.
there's no right answers. There are wrong answers.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind this. Okay.
Okay, we'll start with some newer ones, and I'll go back to the classics. Who
As
wants to go
someone
first?
who does not eat eggs or cheese, that's a good looking omelet.
Oh, Katie likes your omelet.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, we'll start with the new ones. Who wants to go first?
Katie.
All right, Katie.
That's me.
Napkins or paper towels?
Paper towels.
Boneless or bone in?
Boneless.
Nice.
No bones in the garbage disposal.
Oh, do you do that?
What?
Do you put bones in the garbage?
I don't
It's
eat
just
bones.
the sign is so
It's
funny.
It's just such
No bones in the garbage
It is
disposal.
no centered, and then bones in the garbage disposal with like the circle with the line through it,
Yeah, the
and
red
then
circle line
like
through it.
3 bones, not even like
Look at-
symmetrically placed.
No, they're kind of like in a snowflake pattern.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's not.
It's definitely not symmetric.
But it's
not
not.
symmetrical.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
And we just thought it was so funny when we moved into our
It's just
apartment.
a very amusing.
There's a
sign.
lot of weird signs in here, like
Yeah.
the
light
light
switches.
switch. Yeah, don't even get into
It
that.
Every
turns me
time I
on when you
read-
turn me off.
Every time I read that,
I'm not
I
sure
just
that's
hate
okay,
it.
yeah.
I do not like. Who allowed that? Who?
Yeah,
okayed
someone had to say that seems like a good sign. Someone very high up in housing.
I turned it off for my city.
that? Oh my god. Yeah. They're not good. They just make me want to leave the lights on out of spite. Like I honestly I feel like I would have turned the lights off, but since I see those signs,
But I don't want to turn it on.
This
By
is
turning it
true.
off.
It's true.
Have you ever seen a tour guide frown?
Yes.
Yeah, like during a tour or just in real life? In real life, yeah.
In real life,
Because
most
Jenna
people-
Valentine
Jenna
has
Valentine.
trouble
Leslie.
sometimes.
Kenna's always frowning. She's
Oh.
always got a lot going on.
Yeah, she's a little overcommitted right now.
She's doing so great though. You
She's
know.
doing so much.
But I guess, yeah, during a tour, no.
I
I've only gone on one tour, and I don't think I would have seen my tour
I feel like
guide
it's
frown.
against their contract,
Yeah.
you know?
They probably like are legally obligated to never frown
Okay,
during
next one.
tours.
Do you get too many emails?
I do. I really do. But I never want to turn them off. Because, like,
You
what
like
if...
the attention.
Not that I like the
I
attention.
like that.
It's like, I don't...
Makes you feel important.
What if I want to read the Daily Digest one day? And, like, what if... what if... Like, how do I turn them back on, you know? I know how to
I don't
unsubscribe,
know.
but I don't know how to resubscribe.
No,
What if, like, 2 years down the line, I'm like, you know, I really want the Daily Digest now. How do I turn it back on? Do you know? Because I don't.
My favorite thing that has ever happened to me with my email is that I applied for an internship for the summer at Wayfair, like the furniture company, and they had the audacity to not only reject me from the internship, but then sign me up for their email list. So now I get these advertisements from Wayfair, and the worst part is they're kind of good. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's a cute couch. I could buy a couch. Like, yeah, they're nice.
We don't have space for a couch.
We do not have. Well,
Not
we
with all
do.
the puzzles in your
We could
No,
apartment.
I know. We should.
Yeah,
move
now
the
the
puzzle.
puzzles in there.
Yeah, the whole puzzles. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Puzzle takes precedent.
So Wayfair, if there's anyone out here listening, great job. You got me.
You are the Wayfair advertiser now.
I am, yeah, it's just the chain of command.
Tomorrow, Rose is like this big delivery. It
It's
can't
like
fit
a
through the
giant
GLC
box.
hallway. Yeah.
You're like, what is that? Like, oh, it's definitely not a couch. Don't look at my room
Sky
though.
Store. We started watching Victorious because Victorious just got on Netflix.
Oh my god.
And so as an apartment, we'll watch like 1 or 2 episodes of Victorious when we're all like done with homework. Not like completed our homework, but like we are
We're just
emotionally
hanging
done.
out, yeah.
And we've
such
been
a
watching
delightful show.
Victorious. And one episode of Victorious, Kat is obsessed with like Sky Store and buying stuff from Sky Store. And so all these things that she does not need, like an industrial juicer or a tennis ball cleaner and stuff like that, that's gonna be Rose with Wayfair.
Yeah. Like, what if I owned 3 yellow couches, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, we'll just have a couch room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The couch room. This goes back to actually my theory for the beginning of the semester was that if you combine all the beds into bunk beds and then put them all in one room, then you have 3 open rooms to do whatever you want with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so,
So-
one room's the sleeping room. Because, like, you don't...
Right, the sleeping room with the beds. And then another room could be the couch room, and, you know, who even knows what else? The swamp room was an original
Oh, yeah,
idea.
yeah. Because...
Throwback. For our pet alligator
Yeah.
that we may or may not have hiding in the GLC.
We
Don't think too hard about that.
Yep.
But, yeah. Moving on.
Next question.
Yeah.
Credit or debit?
A debit.
Credit.
My mom doesn't let me have a credit card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she won't. Like, I could obviously open one by myself, but, like, she does not, what's the word I want? Like, approve of it. Like, she might disown me or something, I don't know. She
That would
doesn't
be
really
an
think that-
extreme reaction
What?
to you opening a credit card.
I feel like I'm gonna need one, though, because I'm going abroad,
Yeah,
and
you
I
should
don't
get
think
one.
Bank of America is gonna work in Spain.
It does. You just have to pay the international fee.
Yeah, why would I do that?
When
It's
you
not
could
that
just
bad.
get a credit card with no fee.
Yeah.
But the fee isn't that bad.
But it's bad if you do, like,
I think it's like
100 transactions.
Especially if I, like, don't have cash for some reason.
well, you would use it to get cash.
I know, but then if I'm, like, somewhere and try and pay with my debit card every time I pay with my debit card.
Bank of America has deals with certain banks in other countries where you don't have to pay the bank fee for using the wrong bank. So you're gonna look into that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or just get a credit card.
or you get a credit card with
Yeah.
that. Anyway, would you say you have an old school name or a young face?
Old school name or a young face? I feel like the way my name is spelt is actually, like, pretty hip with the times. Like, it's not Catherine. Like, Catherine with a C, that's the old Catherine, right? Mine's Kathryn. Like, that's pretty hip. There's a Y in there. Like, what old names have Ys, you know? So I feel like it's not an old name. Like, it's not an old spelling of a name. It's an old name, but not an old spelling. I'll probably go with young face. We'll go with young face.
It was very well thought out.
Is it going to rain tomorrow?
No?
Okay.
I don't think.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola. We're in Atlanta. I'm obligated to answer that.
Rocks or jocks?
Oh. Ooh, that's hard. Ooh. Rocks.
I mean, Chandler, so obviously. it'd be
Of
rocks.
course. Of course.
Apricot or apricot?
Apricot. It's not an animal.
No one said that before.
I'm original.
Wow.
Are scissors dangerous?
Only if you're dumb. Only if you're a left-handed person using right-handed scissors.
Well,
Let me tell you.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
so
work.
angry about this.
It doesn't work.
It makes me sad. But I have my own scissors, so it's okay.
You can also use them with your right hand if you need to.
It's not as nice. It makes me sad. No, because I'll go to use it with my left hand because I'm left-handed, and I'll just grab stuff with my left hand, and I'll be like trying to cut something on my hand, but I'll be trying to cut something.
Your hand.
Well, I was displaying it on my hand because I didn't have anything else. But I'll be like trying to cut something, and it's just not working because it's not supposed to work. And then I'll be like, I'm just switching to my right hand, and then I'm spending more time holding scissors, which then is more time for an accident to happen. Scissors are dangerous.
Next question. It's gonna blow right through. Neil, Patrick, or Harris?
Oh, is this a 3 option?
It's a 3
I thought it was
option.
a 2 option.
It's a new one. I just wrote like 10 minutes ago. Not 10 minutes ago, but before we recorded.
Go with Neil.
my brother's name is Patrick.
I forgot that.
You shouldn't have known it.
No,
There's
the other day I was
That
like, what
sounds
is Rose's
familiar.
name?
What?
That sounds familiar.
My brother being named Patrick?
Yeah. Maybe I know someone else with a brother named Patrick.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's
He's
not
been
a
on my
bad-
Instagram before.
Oh,
My
well then of
Patrick.
course I would
Yeah.
know. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset. Sunrise is too early, and you have no guarantee that it's going to be good. Like, if a good sunset is happening, you know. But, like, you don't know upon waking up whether, like if you plan to see the sunrise, you don't know until you wake up at an ungodly time whether it's going to be a good or a bad sunrise. But, like, you're already up for sunset, and you can be like, yeah, this is going to be a good one, and go see it.
It's fair.
Do you always use the back of the chair?
Yes.
Always?
I have awful posture.
Okay, last one. What's in your wallet?
Lots of gift cards, my license.
No credit cards.
No credit cards, a fake debit card. Not like a fake one, but like an expired one. A lot of random, like, cards. No cash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose.
Alright.
Let's see. What time is it? Oh, no, okay. Should cargo shorts be allowed?
No. Easiest question I've ever had to answer.
Do you ever stop to smell the flowers?
Not really. No. Is there a pun there with my name being Rose? I'm sure there is.
No, I didn't even realize until you said that. I
Wow.
really did not.
I realized it as he was asking, but he's asked other people these questions.
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
this is
like,
a question I
it's
wrote
not-
a long
yeah,
time
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
This
It's
isn't
not
like-
like specific to you.
Gotcha.
No, I had no idea. I just
I
picked
thought
it
I
up.
was special, but it's whatever.
I'm
And
sorry.
you are special.
Do I have another
Thanks.
one? Is there another? No, there's no other flower one.
Okay, that's good.
Numbers or letters?
Numbers. I'm a math major. I have to say that.
But you can spell the numbers.
I think that's what you said.
But you can't add letters.
You can if there's numbers. Also, you can in that lab.
Well,
see.
The fact is, though, like, my math classes, all my homework, I write, like, more letters than numbers. So, like, I should say letters, but I just feel wrong. I have to say numbers.
Do smartphones make smart people dumb?
No. I think they make you smarter. You get information, the information pipeline, right to your phone.
Okay.
Katie looks like she disagrees. But she
I
doesn't wanna say
agree. I
anything.
agree that I don't think smartphones make you dumb, but I don't think they make you smarter.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that. Think that they can make you smarter. I mean, if you read, like, a picture book, it doesn't make you smarter, but if you read, I don't know.
I just think,
Textbook.
like, it won't make you dumber. Like, I feel like you'll find if you weren't going to spend time, like, researching anyway, you're not going to spend time
Yeah.
researching on your phone. And if you were going to spend time researching, you could just go to the library. Like, I don't feel like anybody changes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do a lot of intellectual activities on my phone, I must say.
But
So,
I don't think it's making me dumber, you know?
no.
Okay. Stairs or elevator?
Ooh, that's a tough one. My instinct was to say stairs, but I think I wish I was a stairs person, but I really am an elevator
What floor do you live on?
I live on the 4th floor.
So it's probably at the elevator territory.
It's a real elevator one. Except recently, our elevator has been completely broken, so it's not fun.
It's been
just
trapping
one
people.
of them. Yeah, the doors don't open all the way. They open like an inch, and then they just
Do
stop.
they know? Are they fixing it?
Well,
We hope so.
yeah, we've reported to Ellen, our RA, who
Is
You should
not
go down to the
best
office and
RA.
tell them.
I think they must know. I don't know. It's been happening for a couple days now, and it only seems to be on the 4th floor, because like.
Oh, really?
I think so. Because,
Interesting.
well, I don't know, like, I think there's a weird thing where, like, because it's the 4th floor, it gets stuck there because, like, the doors open but never close, you know? But they open all the way on the 1st floor. It's just weird. I don't know.
We don't know enough about elevators.
Yeah, it's kind of a risk. It's high risk, high reward, because you don't have to take the stairs.
Entrance or exit?
Entrance.
I forget what I said.
Yeah. Should YouTube be called MeTube?
No. Again, very easy answer. That's a terrible name. Sorry to say.
When he asked me that, he was like, yes. Like, he was nodding at me.
Because I knew Katie would say yes if I told her this.
I think I did.
You did. AAA or AARP?
Ooh. AAA.
Is Tanner attractive?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how am I supposed to answer that.
Katie's never held in a laugh more than she's in right now.
I feel like I'm missing something here. Is he like around the corner? Is he gonna
He's not
jump
here.
out and
He's not here.
scare
He
me
went
or
home
something?
He went home. He might even be home for the rest of. Oh no, he has to be here tomorrow. Yeah, he went home this weekend.
Interesting. Okay, well,
So your answer is yes.
yeah, sure. Well, you guys are like looking at each other. I don't know how to.
Katie, go ahead.
I said no because he had been reminding me of Spencer too much, and then I went off about Spencer.
So that was the question that started it all. I
Yes.
guess. Wow.
It was just his Tanner attractive.
Wow.
That's crazy. Most people do say yes.
So now that things are better with Spencer, do you change your answer?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
I mean, that's pretty much it. We can keep going. Otherwise, we can wrap it up here. Are we done? You gotta go, Rose. You have your whole life ahead.
I got like 12 whole minutes though.
Well, then the clock's just.
Yeah, it's really 11. The upper clock is really right.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. I mean, this was neat.
Okay.
Never been a guest on a podcast before, so that's kind of cool.
Oh,
She's a podcast virgin.
Thanks,
Well, Katie is-
Thanks
I
for
called
that.
myself that last time.
Yeah, so Katie's now experienced.
I am. I'll have you
Wow.
know. I have one whole
Well,
experience.
sure, maybe we'll do it again. We'll add someone else, not Chandler, obviously. I mean,
God, no.
No, definitely not. Please, no. Maybe Josh.
Why are you so mean to John? You're always so mean to Chandler.
Sorry, he's come on the podcast a lot.
I know.
Well, hopefully
Chandler wants to come on with Josh.
that would just be too powerful. I think that would all your other rankings would just sink because that one you could never top it.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine what that episode would be. Okay, anything else you want to plug here?
I
Before we
don't
go?
think so.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
gonna be too late by the time.
Well, what are you doing? It's okay. What's ahead in January?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Make
Make some good New Year's resolutions.
happy birthday to Taylor and Mikey. Their birthdays are both on January 23rd, which
Well,
is 1, 2, 3. If you,
Wow.
yeah, they have a cool birthday.
Well, yesterday was like Fibonacci Day. It was
I
1,
was
1, 2,
that.
3.
Interesting.
Yeah, Rose should know. Should know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are a math major.
1, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That is the first bit of the Fibonacci sequence.
Oh wow! Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. Cool.